What's going on YouTube? What's going on YouTube? Um, this is your boy Aaron Wiles Out TV coming to you guys with another video. Hopefully y'all can hear me. But for the record, you guys, I'm a little saucy, okay? So don't be alarmed. Like, is he okay? Like, is he not? Like, I want to let y'all know I'm a little saucy. And I've been supposed to do this video, this live reaction, a little while ago, but I'm going to pre-record it and send it out to you guys later on in the day. Now, I don't know when y'all gonna get it, but y'all will get it, okay? So, we will be talking about Diamond interview with Carlos King. Okay? And I want you guys to know to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. Click the notification bell to be notified whenever I go live. And don't forget to subscribe to your boy's channel, Aaron Wiles Out TV. Okay, I have a variety of content over here that okay, that y'all should look at. Y'all should do go into this rabbit hole of my videos to see, you know, what I give, and if you like it, stay, support. I'm down for constructive criticism. We can agree to disagree. Any one of those. And also, if you want to support this channel, you can do that by way of Cash App, Super Chat, Super Thanks, Super Stickers. Anything is appreciated. Okay? So, with that out of the way, let's get into this video. Give me 1 second because this boy is literally calling me right now. I'll be right back, you guys. Hey guys, give me I'm sorry for that little bit of wait. I'm sorry. But without further ado, let's get into this video. I don't want to waste y'all time, and I don't want to waste my time either. Okay? So let's get into some shit. So we are going to be reacting and giving our commentary to Diamond from Crime Mob, ex-girlfriend of Scrappy, and arch enemy of Erica Dixon, Now, okay, let's get into some things. Okay, let's get it.
Alabama on Sunday, January 21st, 2024, where I will be joined by
Child, we gonna let's fast forward this. Come on, let's do that. Let's go to the playback. Let's fast forward this shit, okay? Let's go.
Love and Marriage Huntsville star Melody Cherie. Make sure to buy your tickets at huntsville.standuplive.com. That's huntsville.standuplive.com. See you soon. Hey, Raindrops. Before we get into this episode, I want to invite you to join my community, my YouTube community, honey, of subscribers. So please.
I want Carlos to get another shirt. I want him to do this intro all over or whatever this video is, a promo video or whatever. And just get a new shirt. Like, you're literally in your drawers right now, Carlos. This is your home, I understand, but girl, come on. Like, this shirt is killing me softly. Killing me softly with his word. Killing me softly with his song. Child, let's keep it going.
Please make sure to subscribe to this channel. I love when y'all comment on my posts and my videos about all of my stars hopping on Reality with the King to share their lives. I cannot thank y'all enough, so make sure to like and subscribe to this channel.
No, this is going to be good because, like I said, I hit you up first because I know you're private. And I know there's been a lot of things that have been said. And I'm watching the show. I haven't watched that show in years. In years. Because it lost its magic for a very long time.
Everybody said that.
And then I know they split up this season, so we'll say this season. This season, I felt like it got back to its roots.
That's what everybody's saying.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why they split up this season. Like, for what? You have an A side and a B side? Like, what? Like, it's either like, I didn't understand it. Like, y'all could have literally called it a mid trailer. Like the Housewives, like a mid trailer. This is the other half of the season. Like, why there needs to be a and B side? Just the beginning of the season till it stops, and then the mid trailer, like the mid season trailer. Like, I mean, it's not hard. Like, you ain't need to call this the A and B side. Like, what the fuck? But
Yeah,
whatever.
and then I'm like, well, she got a story to tell because I spoke to Erica, I spoke to Scrap. We'll get to that too. But I'm gonna need the woman who started it all.
The reason why they're even able to be on the show, the one that
shit.
turned it down.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're gonna start there, Diamond.
Wait, what she say, bitch?
We'll get to that too. But I'm gonna need the woman who started it all.
The reason why they're even able to be on the show, the one that
shit.
turned it down.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're gonna start.
First of all, it's the subtle shade for me. Like, y'all are on it because I turned it down. Without me, there would be no y'all. Ooh. But no shade, Diamond. Girl, no shade. You are not. I mean, you do your thing, but you still, you still doing bar mitzvahs and little girls' parties, okay? You still doing sweet 16s, okay? At the local library, girl. Like, girl, you are not that much fab. No shade. I'm excited for you in the Millennium Tour with that guy going on, but girl, that's about it, child.
Start there, Diamond.
I'm just saying, 2024 is about just speaking the truth. Everything, I feel like you said, is kind of coming back full circle. It's just being truthful about everything. That's why we see all this stuff going on with just so many different people, and a lot of things that have been not spoken about or that was in the dark. I think it's about just shedding light on just truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I thank you for saying yes and us doing it. The timing is good.
Yes.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I will say, this is the best Diamond has ever looked. I mean, do we need to pull up the pictures? Diamond. Matter of fact, let's do that. Give me 1 second, okay? Let's pull up those pictures, baby. Cause Diamond, the way you're flossing right now, it gives very much. I mean, last year alone could have told you, Book. This is you. Wasn't this you, Diamond? Oops. Let me go back. Diamond. Let's get the picture. Wasn't this you, Bookie Book? This was you, Bookie Book. This was you. Wait, matter of fact. Wait. Let's move this to here. Let's get into it. This was you, Bookie Book. This was you. This was you. No shade. This is you. From top to bottom. This outfit is never giving. The wig is not giving. The shoes is not giving. The shoes is kind of cute. I'm not even gonna lie. But this just says swap meet. Down to the local Kroger. Okay? Didn't have enough time to stitch shit together to make it look tasteful and elegant. This look dusty, dirty, unfinished, unwashed, disheveled, classless. This is what your outfit gave. And I am so glad that you have definitely made a way for yourself, sweetie. Okay? You're right. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's go back to it, child.
And that trailer was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
You have a lot going on.
I do.
Hey, Raindrops. On today's episode of Reality with the King. Oh, and solo sensation herself, Diamond.
Thank you, Carlo.
Look at you, and you're dripping diamond, baby.
Thank you. Diamonds on diamonds.
Ooh, are diamonds a girl's best friend?
Child, y'all see me moving, flailing my arms. There's a big ass fly in my room. I do not live for him. I want him to get the fuck out. Like, oh my mama, I want him to go. Ugh.
Yes, they are.
Sorry, Bessie.
Yes, we are. You know, we go way back. That's why I was so, thankful for this opportunity to just chat with you, catch up with you, because I know we go way back, and I knew that you would just handle, me with depth. You would.
But no shade. Who else is going to interview you, Diamond? Do you have anything to say, Diamond? Like, no shade. Like, Carlos is the only person that would actually interview you. Like, what? Like, girl. I mean, first of all, am I the only one that's waiting for Carlos King to like interview K Michelle? Like, I want Carlos King to interview K Michelle so bad. Like, I want her to really spit flame at Jocelyn. I'm just saying. But whatever, let's keep it going.
Just handle me delicately, and I know this is a safe space. So
No, it definitely, you're beyond welcome. And it is a safe space because
it's a safe space because you want people to sugarcoat and like literally kiss your ass the whole entire interview and just be in awe of your talents. Okay, Diamond. Okay, girl. And never hold you accountable, girl. Okay, we're out of shade. All right.
you do not do a lot of interviews. And I also know one thing about you, you're very private. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to you. You know, I've always loved you before I met you because Nugget You Bug Baby gets played heavily. When I'm at the gym, pumping my little biceps.
You look good too.
Well, you know, thanks to Crime Mob and Nugget You Bug, Stilettos pumps in the club.
Yes, the body is bodying.
Well, you know, if you're diamond, I'm sapphire. So that's what I'm going to say. But I want to really talk to you about the fact that we met because I was working on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Yes.
And we were doing season 1. And at this time, we're casting the show.
Right.
We met Stevie, Mimi, Rashida, Kurt, Scrap,
Jocelyn.
and Mona said, we need to get Diamond on the show.
Bitch, you forgot the queen herself, K Michelle Ho. Don't ever get it fucked up.
And I was assigned to you.
Yep.
Like, Carlos,
Yep.
you need to talk to Diamond to get her on the show because at that time, you were at the epicenter of the conversation. This is before like the blogs.
At this time, Twitter was blowing up, and you and I had dinner. It was me, you, your manager. We would talk like every day.
Yep.
And you would be like, Carlos, I don't know. I love you, Los. I love you, but I just don't know. And now you're on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta this season. Talk to me about the reason why you did not want to do the show back then.
Wow, 11 years ago. I don't think that I was as mature as I am now. I was scared, I had just gone through a very bad breakup publicly, and I wasn't ready for the type of scrutiny that we pretty much any public figure gets today. My skin wasn't as tough as it is now. And I just kind of just chose my peace. I just wanted to just go somewhere and hiding and heal and get into the Word of God, refine myself again, and just do that inner work to be able to be where I am now. I just felt like it wasn't time. I was thankful for the opportunity, but it was just a whole lot of mess just in between, just wrapped up in the opportunity that I wasn't ready to just deal with head on.
What type of mess?
But what I'm not understanding, she says that it wasn't time and it was a whole lot of mess. But what's different from back then till now when you show your face? Because when you showed your face this current season, girl, you was in a lot of mess. Scrappy was getting divorced from Bambi. You was involved with said married man. And now you get into it with not only Bambi, the ex-wife or the wife turned ex-wife, you also get it in with Erica, the baby mother. So what's different from this season to when they wanted you in the beginning? Talk to me about that, Diamond.
Was going on in your life at the time? Because this is around 2011, 2012. Was it this whole Soulja Boy scandal with Scrappy that was dominating social media at the time?
Yes, absolutely. Even though I didn't feel like me speaking my truth on that platform at the time was a safe space because it was something that I wasn't familiar with. I felt that I wanted to get to a place to where I knew that I would feel safe to tell my truth and my truth wouldn't be altered. And I didn't see it. I prayed about it so many nights about it, and it just didn't feel right in my spirit. It felt like my truth would be altered and of what really happened and the whole breakup because I was made to look like the villain. Though I could have handled things differently, I still, definitely take full accountability. And my exit could have been a better exit, but everything kind of leading up to the exit is really what made me. You kind of look at it like a hitchhiker. You out on the road with your thumb up. You trying to get on the first ride out of there. It might not necessarily be the best ride, but at the time, you're just trying to get out of that situation.
So let's clear the air, because one of the biggest rumors out there is that while you were dating Scrappy, and Scrappy did say on my podcast, he admitted to cheating on you. He cheated on you incessantly. And he said your lick back was cheating on him with Soulja Boy. When you were with Soulja Boy, were you still in a relationship with Scrappy? And did you do that to get revenge on him?
Well, I would say, there's different forms of cheating. Okay. Scrappy and I were still in the same household, but we weren't in a relationship. And it was difficult because, we sharing bank accounts, we got same family. And
that to get revenge on him?
Well, I would say, there's different forms of cheating. Okay. Scrappy and I were still in the same household, but we weren't in a relationship. And it was difficult because, we sharing bank accounts,
Wait, y'all was in the same house, but y'all wasn't in a relationship? But y'all was sharing bank accounts? Come again? Give me 1 second. Let me take this off and understand what the fuck she said. Because what she said don't even make half a sense. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, Bookie Books. Give me 1 second. Let's go back.
Relationship with Scrappy, and did you do that to get revenge on him?
Well, I would say, there's different forms of cheating. Okay. Scrappy and I were still in the same household, but we weren't in a relationship. And it was difficult because, we sharing bank accounts,
First of all, y'all not in a relationship, but y'all sharing bank accounts? Diamond, who are you trying to fool? Who are you trying to fool? Who are you trying to fool? What you said right there is stupid. It's stupid on your part. Why would you ever share bank accounts with a nigga that you're not in a relationship with? Make that make sense. Let's keep it going.
We got same family and friends that we're sharing. So, in a sense, and I was engaged, in a sense, it was like a marriage. So it wasn't just that easy to just pick up and leave. You got to divide things. I had like 3 cars. I think he had 2 or 3 cars as well. It was just a lot of moving parts. And we were just trying to kind of like figure things out privately. He had kind of stepped out as well with some other figures, but I guess it didn't really reach the attention of me stepping out with Soulja Boy.
He cheated on you with other female celebrities?
I'm not gonna call them celebrities, but I'll just say they have a following. But numerous people, it was a constant thing over and over. And now I kind of understand it. I don't agree with it, but we were both young, dealing with trying to manage fame and a lot of money. We both had a lot of tension, and it probably was just the best way he could handle things at that time. Just like I wasn't mature about the way my exit was. But when people saw Soulja Boy and us, like Soulja Boy and I out, we had not been active with each other. We were literally just having fun because he was young, he was vibrant. We collaborated on music. It was just fun. At that time when I was in a relationship 11 years ago with Scrap, I felt like I kind of had to be forced to grow up fast. I had all these huge responsibilities on top of just regular responsibilities that I just kind of wanted to just be free. I just wanted to have fun, But again, my exit and me, maybe going to that car show with him, I didn't really realize the capacity of how big it was going to be and how many people, how many eyes was on us. But in that moment, we were living together, but we had already called it quits and said that, hey, we kind of had talked about, where would I move? Where would he move? And it was like, okay, well, you keep the house because you have a daughter. I'll find somewhere else to live. But it was just more of a process. It wasn't just easy to do, like pick up and pack up because we had so much invested, in that house and at home.
What was your exit like? What made you want to leave the relationship?
I didn't really feel valued as far as I knew he loved me, but I didn't think that the love that he had for me was strong enough for him to stop doing the cheating. As crazy as it might sound, cheating wasn't really at the top of the list. I'm not saying it's okay, but we know how men are, It was more so of me kind of having to dim my light and it being a competition with certain things. Like, me pouring into him, being his biggest cheerleader, and he was definitely pouring into me being my cheerleader as well. But I felt like, everybody's careers go up and down. So at one point his career was up, mine was down. And mine was up, his was down. Or we both up together. And I felt like at that time it was a lot of envy. I couldn't be really celebrated in my success without, it being an issue or me feeling like I pretty much have to dim my light or not being able to share my accomplishments and my growth. So that really bothered me and made me paranoid in a sense because it's like we're on the same team and I'm pouring into you, you pouring into me. If you win, I win. If I win, you win. So what's the problem? So that was more so at the top of my list. Cheating would be number 2, even though I'm still not cool with cheating. So I think that was that.
Would he say things to you to make you feel that any success you had?
Well, it'd be at the time, it was like, well, everybody messing with you. They ain't messing with me, or little stuff like that, or like the My Chick Bad remix. I'm thankful for that opportunity. I felt like I had been doing my thing. I have still, from my understanding, as far as rappers, I still have the most mixtapes released or most projects released, period. I think about 14 projects. So I think that I was deserving of that when it comes to picking Atlanta, as far as when Luda was looking for, Atlanta, Miami, you had Trina, and then you had Eve, Philly. But he was signed to DTP at that time. And I'm sure that he definitely, cheerlead for me in that moment to say, hey, put my girl on the record or whatever the case. But I think in that moment, which we have talked about recently, that he feels like that's when I guess started feeling myself, or when he really kind of saw a change in my attitude, or me kind of like just, feeling myself. I think maybe the feeling myself was more so just being happy to be recognized by myself because I had came up in a group, and you figure you're dealing with 2 females in a group, at 1.4 guys, like you fight for your own identity. So it was more so just coming from a group and being able to stand on my own and be like, okay, that's Diamond. I love Crime Mob. That's my foundation. That's my family.
Let me say this. It's so crazy is that still to this day, Scrappy is still doing the exact same thing to women that he did in the back then. He still, whenever they get a little something, get a little lit or anything, he feels like he's not being supportive enough. Scrappy has a way of pointing the finger at the women in his life and place the blame on them and why they not doing what they supposed to do for him. And then because he's not getting what he wants, he then finds that he then what's the word? He takes it and he manifests that, and he takes that and not manifest, because that's the wrong word, but he takes that, internalize that, and in some sick way, he think that is grounds for stepping out of the relationship. Because he don't get what he deserves, he feels unloved. He feels unwanted. So he needs to go and find somebody to give him that. And when a woman gives him the support and the love that he desires, he then wraps his arm around that girl when he don't get what he want in this relationship. He did the same thing. He did it from Diamond to Erica. When he didn't get what he want from Diamond, he went to Erica. When he didn't get what he wanted from Erica, he went to who? Bucky. He went to Bucky. When he didn't get what he wanted from Bucky, he went back to Erica. Then he went to Bambi. Then he went to Erica P. He then went back to Bambi, married Bambi. Now, when Bambi has 3 kids back to back, she now has responsibilities. She now is not giving him the support and the love that he shows so choose and wants. He then goes trickling back at where it all started, Diamond. Scrappy is a sick individual that needs to be tested. I'm talking about he got any diseases. I'm like psychologically tested. He's not okay in the brain. His mother did a number on him. Mama D did a number on him. No shade. Let's keep it going.
You know, they're the reason why I am where I am today, but I still am Diamond. I'm still Brittany outside of the whole umbrella of Crime Mob. So for me, that's where I felt like I was feeling myself, not more so like I was better than him or bigger than him, like, oh, I'm trying to one up you. But I think that was like the main thing for me. That was kind of like, I didn't feel like that I would be able to be where I am now. If probably in that moment, if I would have stayed, I would have probably continued to dim my light.
That's interesting because when I spoke to Scrappy on the podcast, he mentioned that he felt Bambi did not support him in his success, and that he felt he had to dim his light for Bambi. Like whenever he had accomplishments, she never supported him, or she would always say, "What about me?" So that's interesting that you had.
He has actually brought that up and compared that to say that before we had started talking back to each other, that he realized a lot of things that I was saying back in the day because he had experienced it in his relationship as well.
It's very interesting. How did you meet Soulja Boy in the first place?
I think it was a celebrity basketball game, or maybe it was the Ozone Awards. They have all the artists there or whatever. And I think that he had reached out.
It's so crazy. He realized that, but he don't change. It's no change. He realized it, but he doesn't change it. Okay, like you said that Scrappy didn't feel love from you, so you didn't. The same thing you felt with Scrappy, you didn't cheat. He cheated. And it's so crazy is that now he and Bambi, he don't feel the he's going through the same situation with Bambi, quote unquote. And now he does this to Bambi. But in retrospect, you didn't cheat. He cheated first. literally, Scrappy is the problem. And until these girls understand that Scrappy's the problem, and the fact that why you keep going back to this man is unhealthy. And I'm looking at you, Erica Dixon. You are the problem. Let's keep it going.
Out to me about doing a feature, something like that. And we just kind of like every once in a while talk to each other on Twitter or maybe the sidekicks. Remember the T-Mobile sidekicks? So it was just like, very just fun, free. It was nothing at that time, like I said, nothing disrespectful to disrespect my relationship or anything out of the line. It was just fun. Like, what's up? What y'all doing? Da-da-da-da.
When did it become romantic?
After it became romantic after Scrap and I broke up. So when everybody saw us at the car show, even though it appeared more than what it wasn't even that. Like, I'm just the type of person I want to be different. We can all have sex or we can all whatever. I say color. But what sets you apart? You're gonna get to that at some point. So for me, it was more so about a person really respecting me or getting to know me and learning my personality and just really enjoying my company before it even got to that. So it was literally after everything went left, when it was like, okay, it's over in the media and all the back and forth and so forth is when we kind of start to try to get things serious.
You got pregnant while you were in a relationship with Scrappy. And I see on your tattoo, on your hand, it says 10/26 is 07? 07. So October 26, 2007. Talk to me about what that represents.
Well, at that time, which I will say, I don't know if this was before or after, I had an abortion, which I'm not happy about. At that time,
Scrappy?
I had an abortion. Not with this tattoo. This was a miscarriage, which I still deal with every day. But at that time, unfortunately, that was the best decision that I felt that I was making, So to see women to be able to be pregnant and get on stage and to really have a relationship and be open and about dating, like that was so unheard of. You had a boyfriend, you got pregnant, your career was over. You cut off. Point blank period. You cut off. So
were you told to get an abortion?
It was, in a sense, yes. In a sense, I was. And it was so much money that was at stake. We were in the height of our career. And we literally toured every day of the week, 6 days out of the week. We only came home on Sundays if we didn't have a show, just to wash clothes, repack, and leave again. I finished high school with homeschooling. I had to literally drop out of high school because the record literally took over the summer of my 9th grade year going into my 10th grade year. But going back to this right here, I think that I was really excited about this pregnancy because I was like, I don't care if I lose my career, this industry will suck you dry, will take everything, chew you up and spit you out and leave you with nothing. I just wanted to have something that genuinely loved me and that I could share all these great, things with, whether it be material things or just traveling the world. That was something that I was really, really excited about. And due to stress, relationship stress, and industry stress, of course, I had a miscarriage. And
how many months were you pregnant when you had the miscarriage?
I think 3. Traumatizing. Very traumatizing. So I got the tattoo just as a memory, And
that was gonna be her birthday?
That should have been more. I don't know if it would have been a she. It was 3 months, but maybe it would have been a girl. Yeah. That's something that was definitely very traumatizing to me. But between that and like I said, the abortion, which I'm not happy about, I deal with every day. I guess that was the best decision that I could make at that time. I'm blessed enough to have a son now. My son is 7. He's the love of my life, my best friend, and I'm just thankful. I know that I've grown so much by being a mother. And I know that maybe if I would have had a kid back then, I probably would have grown a lot faster to kind of like deal with things head on and be able to relive the whole love and hip hop opportunity and other opportunities because, you're your mom now. It's like at the end of the day, I'm gonna make it home to my son, but at the same time, you ain't gonna play with me because I got a whole son. You know what I'm saying? So everything I do is it's for him,
How did Scrappy take it when you told him you wanted to have an abortion?
He was devastated. I think that he still I know we talked about it. He still carries that hurt. He's still angry with me in a sense for that and allowing the industry, but I was afraid and, he was doing his thing. I thought I would be home with a baby. My career would be over. He'd just be doing his thing like he was already doing his thing. But I knew that, he would be a great father. He's hands down, we know he's a great father. He loves his kids.
Absolutely.
But, still at the end of the day, everything is really left up to mommy. Men can come and go. It's really left up to mom to do everything. And I come from a mother that's like, hey, she always told us we had to struggle and we had to sleep under a bridge. We was gonna sleep under a bridge together. So, even now with me traveling, I'm very hands-on. I don't have anybody to raise my kid. Like I'll go tour, even when we were doing the Millennium Tour 4 days out the week and come right back home and take my son to school and pick him up. Like I'm very hands-on. I would have had to figure it out where my kid would have been with me or I don't know. But I just know that I'm just big on just the way my mom raised me. Like whether it was good, bad, or ugly, we were gonna be with each other. I was not gonna allow the industry to take me away from not having that hands-on to raise my kid.
No.
Respect. Diamond got more respect on that. How she raised her child, the way she parents, everything, anything to do with your child. Respect. Respect.
That's deep because, one thing we do know is, and I'm glad you're talking about this, because when Cardi B, for example, got pregnant, I want to say it was kind of like the moment her debut album dropped. And then she revealed on Saturday Night Live she was pregnant. And I think there was a resounding like gasp because just real talk, it was like, girl, you are at the height of your career and you're pregnant. What is it going to do for your career? And courtesy of her being herself, and like you said, this is a different time. She decided to go through the pregnancy and her career hasn't stopped since then. I give you so much grace and props for your honesty in talking about that because look, back in your day, it was unheard of for a woman to get pregnant at the height of her career. It just was unheard of. And this industry can suck the life out of you. And the unfortunate part is you're this young Black girl who fell in love with this man and you have a baby, which should be the most the belly. When you see that, do you feel like, well, at least we know that times are changing?
It makes me feel good. It's like, just like the women before me, the Eves, the Bratts, like we all working together, in some form.
Talented, sweet girl that turned into a fucking monster on stage when you used to like spit a hot 16. What was it like being in a relationship with Soulja Boy?
Well, he's definitely fun and wild and all that stuff, but he's smart. Everything he do is calculated. And like I say, the flip side of it would be that I guess he didn't care about negative press or negative attention. And I was like, nah, I'm good on that, But they say all press, bad press is good press. But he's very smart. He's smart.
Honestly, when I would see them two together, I'm like, why? Like, why? Diamond, you could do so much better than Soulja Boy. Okay? Honestly speaking, just knowing what we know of Soulja Boy, and I'm talking about for the OGs that was back in them days, and y'all know what days I'm talking about. The Cat Stacks days, okay? Y'all remember when Cat Stacks blasted him and exposed him for being a what? A person that do that. No shade. That told me everything there. That told me everything I needed to know about Soulja Boy, or child. He has a lengthy, girthy, tool, which is cool. But the fact that you and Cat Stacks played with each other, any woman that came after Cat Stacks is a fool. I don't care how smart you are, how, you don't care about negative press, girl. I just wouldn't, child.
Just with the whole digital era, and I kind of got a little bit of some of that as far as like he would literally shoot a music video in his kitchen. Like, I come from the era, it was like, no, we gotta have the cars, we gotta have the money, we gotta have the scene, we gotta sit up. The director's like, nah, bump that, the song hot, let's drop it right now. Let's shoot the video in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? So being able to capitalize off of, certain moments and being able to maximize off the opportunities. But it was fun, it was cool. I probably should have dated him before Scrap, as far as like, I probably should have gotten that out of my system first, being young. Because when Scrap and I started dating, I was 17, like, I think I want to say 2 months or 3 months before my 18th birthday. So, he's like so advanced as far as like, mature. He already knew he wanted the family, he wanted to settle down and this and that and so forth, which was cool for me. But I think that I needed to explore more and learn myself more, and find out what it is I like and what I want and stuff like that before trying to get into a serious engagement, almost marriage situation.
How old was Scrappy when you guys started dating?
He was 21.
21. Okay.
So we weren't sexual.
Yeah. No.
I was sexual before I was 18. But yeah, we were neighbors as well. So he lived across the street from me. So we kind of like came into this together. Like he knew me before the fame and before the money. I knew him before the fame and the money. We all kind of was like on the music scene, just trying to come up, you know?
When you were at the epicenter of this very public beef, and I really want people to realize this is before like the blogs. This, like I said, Twitter was what was popping at the time. So you're in the middle of these two hip hoppers, these two rappers, having a very public beef. And you're in the middle of it. You being called a hoe, a whore, a homewrecker. And these men are fighting each other on social media because of you. What was your mind going through dealing with that?
I didn't like it because I know that I wasn't a whore or a homewrecker, that me and him had literally decided we weren't going to be together. I think it was more for him, I think embarrassment and the fact that he was younger than him, why I was labeled a whore or a homewrecker. But I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it not one bit.
Did you go through a moment just like depression or like dealing with people judging you when they don't know all the facts?
I wasn't depressed. I was angry. I was mad. I was mad because I felt like I really just stood up for myself. How me just going to...
Child Diamond, the way Mama D tiered you a new one, child. When they found out that you cheated on her baby, her own, not her only child, because I think she got a daughter too, but her boy, her only boy, and her oldest too, the prince. The way Mama D dragged you in the media is how she's doing Bambi right now. All right. Girl, Mama D was on your ass. Was on you. Was on your ass, Diamond. No shade. The way she dragged you when you did that to her son. Her poor son, her poor baby boy. You got some nerves, Diamond. You got some nerve.
A car show with somebody turned into all of this mess, you know, and I just wanted peace. I just went, at the time, I felt like the most peaceful route. And at that time, like I said, Soulja Boy, it was just fun, free. It wasn't, in the beginning initially, it wasn't drama, you know. And then even with him, at some point, it started to become a competition as well. Yep.
So these men can't handle being in a relationship with a woman whose star may be shining brighter than theirs.
I mean, back then they couldn't. I don't know about now.
Now they can't either. I'm not gonna say names, but no, like real talk.
I mean, I'm just, like I said, that's what made me leave that situation. And I'm not saying that I'm cool with a guy cheating, but we know how these men are. You know, you pick and choose your battles. But to me, that just makes me paranoid. Like I gotta look over my shoulder. If you're not on my team and you're...
I'm confused. Why would Soulja Boy have to be jealous of you, Diamond? Y'all were both rappers. Struggling rappers, okay? Y'all are both trying to get put back on. So, Diamond, no shade. At the time you were dealing with Soulja Boy, your name wasn't ringing bells in the streets. Let's all be real. You wasn't doing a fuck ass thing in these streets. Okay? You wasn't on Billboard. Okay? You wasn't on these award shows killing it. Okay? You wasn't on everybody's TV screens, everybody's blogs. So what does Soulja Boy have to be jealous of? I'm confused. I'm confuzzled. I'm startled. I'm puzzled. I'm bewildered. Y'all are literally starting from the ground up. Y'all are still struggling rappers. No shade. Just because you got a tour to go to in this giving you money, you are not doing better, nor are as relevant as Soulja Boy. Y'all are both on even playing field, and that's no shade. Let's keep it going.
Competing with me, and I'm vulnerable. I'm sharing my highs and my lows. Like, I'm very submissive. I never come in like I'm the man now. I can talk my stuff, and I stand up for myself. From the gate, you know that I got my own mind. Like, you can't control me. But as far as catering, I'm like making your plate, I'm massaging you, I'm, You know, like I'm very nurturing. Like I have that nurturing energy. I just want to nurture. Like I love just catering to people. It don't have to necessarily be a dating relationship. It could be a friendship. Like I'm the friend that everyone calls for advice or just, and I'm like, well, no, don't, let's just take a minute. Let's just think about it for a second, trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. And, you know, even with business relationships, like I don't know. That has been like a blessing and a curse, I would say in a sense, but I can't help who I am, you know?
So when you were going through feeling like this relationship with Soulja Boy is sort of running its course, you're now experiencing the same thing you felt with Scrappy in terms of, wait a minute, it's now feeling like I'm in competition with this man. I now feel like once again, I have to dim my light to please this man. Because at one point, Soulja Boy was definitely at the height of his career. And then it did start to like simmer down a little bit. You being on Ludacris, you know, My Bad Chick remix with Nicki and Eve and Trina, that was a really big deal and big look for you. And it really did set you apart. It's like, this girl is the one to watch. Were there things that he would say to you that made you feel like, yeah, this ain't gonna be it?
Mm, he would never say things, but he would do things to get a reaction out of me, like being with other girls to try to, you know, it's that mentality of, you know, you can't break a person's spirit. So something to try to like break my spirit, you know, or it went from, you want me to go everywhere with you to now you want me to stay at the house type situation. You don't want me to go because people gonna be looking at me, you know, like people looking at you type situation. And again, I haven't talked to him in like years, so I'm sure, you know, he has, you know, a son now. I'm sure he's a lot more mature, but this is just, you know, my truth of what I experienced, you know, years ago. But he still never not gave me knowledge. He always tried to put me on game. If he found out about something or he learned something, he still would put me up on game. He never like kept the information away from me. Like, well, I don't want to share this with her because she's gonna be smart. It was more so, I guess, when it came to performance wise, me performing, whether it be a music video or doing a song with them or someone, or just being out and starting to get more notoriety, you know, on my own.
Who was the love of your life?
I don't think I met the love of my life. I feel like definitely Scrappy was my first love, my first true love. I don't think I met the love of my life yet, though.
Do you think it could be Scrappy still?
The love of my life? I think he was my first love. I don't think he's the love of my life, but he's definitely my first love. I still have a lot of love for him.
Are you in love with him?
I wouldn't say in love, but I do love him. In love is when you can't live without a person. You can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't breathe, like undeniable. We're gonna make this happen. You know, the love of my life is my son. That's the love of my life. I can't even fathom to even a world without my son. Like, that's the love of my life. That's what keeps me going. That's who I know that loves me unconditionally, good, bad, and ugly. You know, that's gonna ride for me regardless. Even when I have to discipline him, he still come back and tell me he love me because he know me, he know my heart, and it's coming from a good space. So that's the love of my life.
I know that's my bitch. Yes. I was talking to you earlier about the fact that Crime Mob is a group that hip hop lovers still love. And when I saw you perform at the BET Awards pre-show last year, I felt like you were back in your bag. And I felt like you seemed to be so happy in that moment of being on stage. Because at one point in time, Diamond, you definitely took a break from the industry in terms of like, you really just, you know, wasn't out in the forefront as much. What consciously were you going through to where you're part of this iconic group, you're on a Ludacris smash hit single with these other iconic female artists, and then all of a sudden things started to like simmer? What happened during that time?
I was still going through the phase of healing and just being with God and learning myself. And I was so into, if it disrupts my peace, it's too expensive, you know? And I still feel that way in a sense now. But now I'm just like, I deal with things head on. I know that no matter how bad and ugly the situation is, God is already there. He gonna meet me there. I can get through anything. I can come in a room full of vultures and we gonna come out dapping each other down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, but I had to go through that, you know, to find out who I am, you know, through God. And it was just so much drama, you know, within the group, so much drama. Coming fresh from a breakup, 2 breakups. And I dated as well, so they're not the only 2 breakups or whatever. Went through other breakups and so forth, that it just cost me too much. I'm like, I can't let anything be, it's too expensive. It's cost me my peace, you know? And it wasn't no amount of money that could get me to show up, you know? I think that, like I said, the love of my life, when my son was born, that's what changed everything for me. I felt complete. And it was like, okay, I'm ready to play ball. I gotta go get it for him. I wanna make sure he had a better life than what I had. And for this opportunity to keep coming back over and over again, I remember going through the pandemic when JD had us to do the Essence Festival. And he was adamant. He was like, look, if I don't have all the members of the group, I don't want the group. So he was adamant in making sure that I performed. And when I got back on that stage with him, it was like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Not always, not that I can't still do the Diamond solo stuff, but this is home, you know, and it was bigger. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than any group member. It's for the culture. It's for the up and coming females coming up, and, you know, to let them know that, you know, regardless of what your differences are, you got to put your feelings out of it and get in your bag, you know, like really, really get in your bag. And that opportunity, from that day moving forward, really opened up more opportunities for the group and for me solo as well. So I think that was like really my turning point. I had done like a couple appearances here and there, like birthday badges and so forth, but I wasn't like consistent, doing things with the group,
What was the drama that you were dealing with while being in Crime Mob?
Well, it was levels of drama. The first drama was the label at the time before reality TV is what it is now. I think it was like Jessica Simpson and her husband. Jessica Simpson?
Newlyweds.
Newlyweds.
Yeah.
That was the kind of reality show that was. They literally wanted me and the other female of the group to be in a house, watch them watching us film an album. And I didn't really feel too easy about that because we had so much more to do as a group. And I kind of felt bad. Like we would just be leaving the guys behind, but they had kind of started getting into a lot of trouble. And, label wise, it's like it's a liability, like in and out of jail. One group member, one guy's here this day, the next day, somebody, and they like literally saw the future. You know what I'm saying? They like, okay, this is, you two girls got it. And then you have the drama between she and I, which I don't know if that stemmed from the fans or the industry when you pit people against each other back in the day, which colorism still exists, but you have the dark skin, light skin, which I know a lot of people loved her brown skin, a lot of people like me and my light skin or whatever, but I don't know if that's what stemmed to that. And then it started to become a competing situation where we're not, again, I'm sorry, I keep dealing with having to compete, which makes me paranoid. And I'm like, we supposed to be on the same team. I can't help that people like you more, and then you can't help that certain people like me more. Like, I can't continue to keep them in my life. It started to take a toll on me. I started to lose weight.
I want to speak towards that competition thing. And I understand where she's coming from with the whole competing. When somebody feels like somebody is doing better than you or you're doing better than them and you want to keep up and everything, like once you feel like we supposed to do this together, we're supposed to be fun, you're not supposed to be competing, this is supposed to be fun. It no longer becomes fun when you're competing because you thinking about certain things, and honestly, and I put that all in perspective. I even try to do comparison with YouTube. There was a time where I felt like I should have did more numbers, or I should have had this many subscribers and this many views and stuff like that, and some others are getting this much of views and this, and it's like they're not as funny, they're not as doing a lot, they're not speaking on things what's popular or whatever. They're not probably as consistent as I am, and you kind of get into a hole, a very dark hole, and you be like, ugh, I don't want to do this because it's so distracting. It's nonsense, and you kind of back away from the negativity because you find that to be negative. And you just, you know what? Hands up, you got it. I don't want to do this anymore. And you literally build a wall up, and now you push everybody away because you feel like they have put you up against the wall with nowhere to go. And you know what? You just, like I said, hands up, you got it. I don't want to be a part of it. And when you're competing, it feels like that. So, to any newcomers on YouTube, please do not look at the numbers. Don't look at the subscriber count. I understand that you probably want to get big at a certain point and it's still stagnant. You got to keep persevering, because there was a time where I did not want to keep going because I felt like I was stagnant. I wasn't growing. And what I was doing was literally doing the bare minimum of what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know a lot of stuff. I didn't put as much effort as I'm doing now back then. But like you said, but like with that being said, that was my first time starting out, and I was a little bit stagnant. I've been on YouTube for like probably a year or two, and in this third year, I have transcended, and I'm only getting better. You know, the people that fuck with me because I'm funny, I'm relatable, I have an opinion, I don't go back on my opinion, I said what I said, and that's it. They fuck with me because I'm me. You gotta be you and push that negativity to the back. See you later, negativity. Don't come back here. Type T. So I definitely get what Diamond is saying about that. So let's keep it going.
I was down to like 90 pounds. I was so stressed out. I was not happy. Mind you, all my friends are in school, cheerleading, going to prom. Because when Nook If You Book, the day that we shot Nook If You Book, literally, the HBCUs is literally huge in Atlanta. And my sisters all were like drill team and so forth. So I had made the cut to be, a major rep. And that same day was like a battle of bands. It was like a pre-battle of the bands. So it's like, if you weren't a part of being in that pre-battle of the bands thing, then you automatically couldn't be on a drill team when the school start. And literally, that was the first time I knew that this industry was going to be about making sacrifices, because I had to make that. It was that green, red or blue pill. Mm-hmm. It was like, okay, either you stay here and you do this drill team, or you go over here and you do this music video for Nook If You Book. And I really feel like if I wouldn't have went to do the music video for Nook If You Book, then I wouldn't be, here today sitting in front of you. But I was still going through that, seeing my friends, they drill team, football games, prom, trips, some of them having kids and so forth. And we're literally around each other 24/7. We're on tour 6 days out of 7 day week. I'm away from family, I'm away from friends. The road gets lonely. It gets very, very lonely. We're in other countries, we're touring, So it took a toll on me, in addition to like the whole miscarriage, abortion, the relationship. It was just like a lot of shit on top of shit, on top of shit, on top of shit. It was just a lot for me.
It's hard. And one thing I always say is this. When I think about reality stars, for example, reality shows, if you will, I always tell people there's always a breakout star on any ensemble reality show. And it doesn't diminish the others. It just means that in every day of life, there's a star employee at Walmart. There's a star at the airport. Like, there's always somebody in a group setting who is just that person. You were arguably the breakout star of Crime Mob. Did you feel like some of the members at that time, being young and not understanding the business, did you feel at the time they were jealous that you were the breakout star?
I think it was more so the other female group member, because that's how we broke up.
Broke up because of that?
It was an award show called the Dirty Awards. And 107.9 would host it, and they named me Dirty Chick of the Year. And at the time, I wanted to walk by myself because I didn't want to feel uncomfortable with getting that attention. Again, here we go with this again, right? And having to dim my light. And at the time, because we were signing Scrap, I was like, well, at the time, the manager that we had sent a message and said that they said if I don't walk with them, then I can't be in the group no more. So I wasn't even gonna go. And then he was like, nah, bump that, y'all signing me. He was like, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna walk the carpet with you. So I was like, okay, cool. And they had got there maybe 30 minutes before us, and BET asked me, well, Diamond, how does it feel to no longer be a member of Crime Mob? We just spoke to Princess and she said you're not in the group. And I was devastated, but I had to keep my face on, big face. And I just run with it. I was like, yeah, solo album coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Just popping my shit, which I was really like, oh my God, is this really happening? Like, that's what he said, they said, but they said that she was the one that said it. And I just refused to go crawling back. I'm like, this what you wanted? Now I'm finna show you. Because I had never planned on being a solo artist. I still had felt like I would have that survival's guilt, and I was like, no, I'm a team player. We came in this together. We're gonna ride till the wheels fall off, And after that moment, I started getting way more opportunity, but they said that she was the one that said it. And I just refused to BET asked me, well, Diamond, how does it feel to no longer be a member of Crime Mob? We just spoke to Princess and she said you're not in the group. And I was devastated, but I had to keep my face on, big face. And I just run with it. I was like, yeah, solo album coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Just popping my shit, which I was really like, oh my God, is this really happening? Like, that's what he said, they said, but they said that she was the one that said it. And I just refused to go crawling back. I'm like, this what you wanted? Now I'm finna show you. Because I had never planned on being a solo artist. I still had felt like I would have that survival's guilt, And I was like, no, I'm a team player. We came in this together. We're gonna ride till the wheels fall off, And after that moment, I started getting way more opportunity, and Bob Magazine.
there were so many conflicting stories on why they broke up. I think majority of the blogs said it was Diamond's doing, because Diamond thought she was hot shit, so she went solo first, because everybody would rap her part. So people waited for Diamond, because people, like, let's be real. Nuck if you buck, you waited for Diamond's part. And rock your hips and wave. You know, I got 32 flavors of that bootylicious bubblegum, raspberry, grape, cherry. Come and get this honey bun. No shade. When you hear those songs, you wait for Diamond's part to come on. So, out of the group, Diamond was the most recited. People know of Diamond's part before anybody else's, and that's no shade. Honestly. But I'm actually surprised to hear that Princess was insecure about her position, so she made it an issue. But honestly, there's two sides to a story. I would love to hear Princess' side of things. That's no shade.
But they had like top 25 most beautiful people. They highlighted me and a couple of other celebs, rappers, singers, athletes, and so forth. And I got the solo deal with Polo Grounds. I think it was Jive Records or RCA. You know, start doing more features with other celebs, and I really just started getting in my bag. You know, but it was a lot. And that was, like I said, around the time when I started losing all that weight. You know.
What is your relationship like now with Princess?
My relationship now with her is business. I think that we understand it is best just to be cordial with each other. It's a lot of underlying issues, I guess, that maybe she has. I know how I feel about certain things. But we know that when we get on that stage, we're gonna give people a damn good show. Even the whole Millennium Tour, you know, having to do with 40 cities, you know, every weekend, that was a lot. And we didn't miss not one show. And we know that the job that we have is bigger than us. It's about the up and coming women, you know, and just people, period, to see how, you know, you just got to put your big girl panties on. You know, it's not about you. It's not about you, sweetie. You know, it's about the people and the culture. And the fact that she's a mom as well, I think that probably made her grow in a lot of areas, just like me having a son made me grow in a lot of areas. So we might not hang out and talk on the phone, but when the money calls and if the opportunity is right, we're going to show up. We're going to get that bag and we're going to get the fans a damn good show. Mm-hmm.
I know that's right, bitch. Wait, some of my bags for the personal shit.
Period.
When you were doing My Chick Bad remix and you shot the video, were the other rappers, were you guys on set at the same time?
Yes. Well, it started with us doing a remix first. They had my dressing room and Eve's dressing room next to each other, and they had Trina and Nikki's dressing room next to each other. So me and Eve, hope she don't kill me for this. I love you, sister. Me and her smoke a blunt together. Like,
oh, we know Pitbull and Scrappy smoking a blunt. Child, please. That blonde throw and all, honey. Was definitely light one up. She dated CBJ, so we know she did some things.
Okay. But she was truly just what I strive to be today. And for the up and coming female entertainers, she poured into me. She listened to me. She gave me advice. She filmed me. And to this day, we still have a great relationship. When I filmed Sisterhood of Hip Hop, she came on the show. I went to her bridal shower, her bachelorette party, whatever, before she got married. And just a real genuine soul. Everything she stands for her to be able to have a TV show, to have her own perfume line, clothing line, you know, make great music, to be married, have a family, have a husband that loves her and supports her and just allows her to do her thing. I can tell that, you know, she's really, really happy, you know, and I'm just so happy for her and happy that I've had the time that I've had with her. But the beginning of that relationship was definitely that My Chick Bad on the set of that. Yep.
How was it with Nikki and Trina?
Well, Trina, I always kind of knew Trina as well, kind of doing some of the same shows, being around each other. Trina's a sweetheart. I think Trina, Nikki, I seen her a couple of times at Hot Beat Studio. So I would be leaving out of the studio, I guess when she was in Atlanta, and she would be coming in. So we spoke or whatever, but we like never had a relationship. So it was like maybe her and Trina were like that in their corner, huddling, talking, giggling. Me and Eve was in our corner, huddling, talking. And I think that it was a great time as well because I think it kind of helped solidify Nikki at that time because I think that she was doing a lot of stuff with guys, you know.
I think it's so telling that you know, the two people. Well, the 4 girls, and they 2 each had their girls in separate corners, and it's reality. Not every girl is meant to coincide and have a relationship and be cool. I feel like Eve and Trina respected each other. I think they do have a friendship, but they probably is not as close as y'all would think. I definitely do think that Trina has more of a relationship with Nikki than Eve or Diamond. And Diamond and Eve have a close knit bond. That's very telling that they was cool back then. And no shade, if you think about it, Trina and Nikki was on features together a lot. They was on My Chick Bad together. They was on 6-Star Chick together. And they was on probably something else together. I forgot. I'll probably look it up sometime later on. But I think they was on the 3rd song, if I'm not mistaken. Do y'all know that song is? Please put it down in the comments. If y'all know the 3rd song they was on together.
No. And for her to get on board and have us to all be in the same room with women, it was about us embracing, because she was the newest at the time and was making, headways, and people, she had a fan base and people were loving her. So I think that was important, because we come from an era to where it has to only be 1 or 2 females. Mm-hmm. Like, this is unheard of. You would never see 4 rappers from different cities coming together to collaborate and then hyping each other up, embracing each other. We knew in that moment we could feel the chills. Like, I know me and Eve talked about it. Like, we knew that we're making history. I knew Luda was happy. Everybody that was on set was like this is about to go up, because this is really huge, what you guys are doing together.
Trina was in the press recently because she named Beyonce Giselle Knowles-Carter as the queen of rap. And a lot of flack was in her direction for that reason. Who's the queen of rap to you?
Eve is a queen of rap to me. And then next I would say the Brat. That's my big sister as well. Just the evolution to where they are now. Because again, I come from an era that they said it was a certain cutoff. When you got to a certain age, you can have a family, you can have kids, you can be married. So to see both Eve and Trina to still look beautiful and to still keep going, Brat is a mom, she's doing Dish Nation, she's still doing music and endorsement deals. Like, it don't get no better than that. That's to me what I want. I want to be able to still be a force, do more movies, have more endorsement deals, expand my family. It shouldn't be a cap because you're a certain age or because you want to be a mom. It should be over when you determine that you want to sit down and you just like, well, I'm just going to put my feet up,
So who's your top 5 female rappers?
My top 5 female rappers. And I might be biased because I met all of these people.
Okay.
So I said Eve, the Brat, Queen Latifah, love her to pieces. MC Lyte, and Missy Elliott. Oh gosh, can I do 6?
Go ahead.
Lil' Kim.
Lil' Kim.
I love her as well. Very positive, always poured into me, and just been so genuine, such a sweetheart. Little like me, but big things come in little packages.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
I've been told.
Same thing with Missy. She's another person, like, keep doing your thing, remain humble, always keep God first, always acknowledge God, let people see the humbleness in you, and don't forget where you come from type, and you far. Queen Latifah as well. Her manager and my manager at the time, her manager, I think her partner, Shakim, and my manager at the time were really good friends. And the first time I met her was on the set of Single Ladies when she was producing that show. And I had got a script and was about to appear on the show right before it kind of ended or whatever. And then they brought her again years later on Sisterhood of Hip Hop, and we did the whole tribute to her and stuff like that. And she has a glow. Like, my eyes got watery when I had that one-on-one with her. Like, her energy is so strong. She's so positive and just so loving that it's just like, oh my God, like, fan moment. But it's just like, no, I'm humble, I'm me, but I'm not gonna come in here acting like I'm better than you. I'm gonna love on you like a little sister, and it just was a great experience.
So now Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is back.
Okay.
I'm watching this season.
Okay.
The second half is airing, and I stopped watching Love and Hip Hop a minute ago because I felt like it went through this weird phase. Like, what is this show about? Like, the essence of, like, Jocelyn, Stevie, Mimi, K. Michelle, Carly, Kirk, Rashida. We loved that. And then new people came in who I like, and then something happened. But I'm really into this current season, and I'm happy the second half of the show is back. I'm happy you're doing the show. The trailer dropped, and we see that there seems to be this energy between you and Erica Dixon. You told Erica Dixon that Scrappy ate your cootie cat. I don't say the P word unless it's paid. But
Period.
Or period. Yeah, with a T at the end. You said that Scrappy ate your cootie cat. When was the last time Scrappy ate your cootie cat, Diamond?
Is that a real question?
Uh-huh.
I'm doing my thing right now. I'm good. I'm practicing abstinence.
Did it happen in the year 2023? A girl never tells?
I was forced to have to tell that day.
Oh, why?
Because this whole narrative, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do this triangle narrative. Like, we just in this triangle.
Are you,
Definitely
Scrappy,
not
and Erica in a love triangle?
Definitely not.
So what is going on? Because why did you feel the need to let Erica know that that happened?
Because she said that she had to send him home several nights. And I was like, okay, cool. But she kept, like, pushing the envelope, reiterating. I'm like, okay, well, this is some new news for me. Are y'all fucking? Because I just want to make sure we're not cross-contaminating, if that's the case.
Like E. coli?
I don't know if that should have been the right word.
Diamond. This goes out to Diamond and Erica. Y'all really think that either one of y'all is okay? Let me try to pick my words. Let me choose my words carefully. The mere fact that both of you women of a particular age with children are doing a tennis match back and forth. Both of y'all are the opponents. Scrappy is the ball. Y'all are knocking Scrappy back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, trying to one up each other and win the game. Both of you girls are stupid, are dumb, okay? Y'all have no y'all are I'll just leave it at that because the word that I'm about to use is going to be real low, and I don't think I want to go there. So I'm choosing my words very carefully. But the mere fact that y'all think is cute, no shade, Diamond, you were doing a back and forth with Erica. You was in a triangular, even though you said it wasn't. But no shade, the mere fact that you was messing with Scrappy while she was married to Bambi, you are scum. You're scum. Erica is scum. Scrappy is scum. So while everybody is cheating, getting their fix, getting their back scratch, you have Bambi, which I'm not totally defending Bambi or nothing like that, because she made her bed, she lies in it now. But the mere fact that Bambi is the wife, none of y'all were wives. None of y'all became wife. Okay? Diamond, you was proposed to. You said no, or you gave it up, or you didn't say yes, or whatever. But you was proposed to. Erica, you was also proposed to. But you gave that ring back. Both of you girls gave the ring back. Y'all was proposed to, but y'all gave the ring back. Just like my girl Brandy said, almost doesn't count. Now, Bambi actually had the ring, got the ring, married this mofo, and had 3 additional kids by him. Okay? Gave him his first born son. Okay? And had 2 more girls after that. You gotta be lower than low to and have low self-esteem, or you just don't have no class about yourself. You don't have no dignity, no nothing about yourself, no character, nothing. You just didn't give a shit, and you wanted to mess with that man. Let's keep it going.
So some cross contamination, because the cross contamination you did say was that Scrappy ate your cootie cat and your booty hole. So was that a cross contamination that occurred too?
Oh my God. I was drunk.
What did happen?
Have I ever lied to you?
Nah, look, bitch. For what I don't know. So are you and Scrappy back dating, or y'all just having fun, having sex? Like what?
Well, it was a time to where we were just like kind of having fun. Coloring is what I call it. Which
Coloring outside the lines?
out and inside the lines.
Also, Scrappy's been inside your line.
Oh wow. It was a point of time, and I'm single, he's single. I don't report to anybody. I live a rich bitch, stress-free lifestyle. So I do what I want, when I want, with whom I want. And I'm sure he's free to do the same. He's a single man. But what we're not gonna do is paint the narrative like this is a Jocelyn, Mimi, and Stevie J situation, because it's not. And I'm not, here to shade anybody or anything like that, but I don't start nothing. But if you come at me, and I'm not the same person I was 11 years ago where I would just take the high road and not say nothing. Like, I have a family and friends that care about me. I have a son, and I have an image that I work, and a brand that I work so hard to build. So I'm not going to let Erica Dixon or
Baby, you have an image, you have a brand, and you have people that care. All that, like Diamond, do you understand that all that went out the window when you literally was on camera saying that you cheated with Scrappy, a married man at the time? Like, are you serious? Like, are you? See, the thing is, what I find it hard to wrap my head around, Diamond, is that you're trying to be the person that walks away scot-free and clean. You're trying to wipe your hands. You wanted to keep it clean. Say, wipe your hands clean of the situation. But girl, you are dirtier than before. Diamond, you are not a pretty penny in this, baby. Okay? Your hands are not clean. You are leaving footprints. You are leaving paw prints all over the crime scene. And you look crazy. Because you're trying to plead your case like you're innocent when you're clearly not. So stop. Let's keep it going.
anybody tarnish that just because you need some camera time. We know you have no motion. Your store's been under renovation for how long? You're not getting booked.
Shade, shade, shade. And she's telling no lies. No shade. And you know what? It's so crazy. And now I have to really be honest. There are a lot of Team Ericas when the situation was going down with Team Bambi, with Bambi and Scrappy, not Team Bambi, I'm sorry. There's a lot of comments that still to this day felt like Erica was the one that got away. And that Scrappy loved Erica. Scrappy don't love Erica. She is only a placeholder until Erica until Erica do not support him or show him the type of love that he requires or care about him in a way that he needs, she's going to be as disposable as Diamond and Bambi. No shade. She, Erica thinks she's eating it up right now. by going to these excursions, dancing on him, and y'all rekindling old flames. Erica, do you not remember the way Mama D and Scrappy did you? The way Scrappy called the police on you? How do you remember the countless time that you wanted to talk to him and he paid you the ultimate dust? He didn't even want to have a conversation with you at one point. Like, you literally begged Bambi to be, you wanted, like, you literally went to Bambi and begged to be on one accord with her. And wanted to receive information from Bambi and told Bambi that she don't need to tell him, she can come to you. You begged and pleaded with her. Erica, everything that Diamond is saying right now, that you're not shaking shit, your stores ain't doing well, you have you don't have nothing to show. You have nothing. I bet the money was all dried up, and that's why you needed to come back to love and hip hop and be on this journey with Scrappy and Bambi, because you needed help with them two little girls. Okay, let's keep it going with Diamond, because she's reading the fuck out of Erica, and I believe and I agree with every single syllable that comes out of her mouth, or every word that comes out of her mouth. I don't give a fuck what it is, bitch. If she's going in on Erica, bitch, I believe it. And I agree, girl. Let's keep it going.
So, and I didn't know it was an issue. I really didn't know it was an issue. I was confused. I was shocked. So, I don't know. I was shocked. So.
You were shocked that the store was still renovating, or you were shocked that?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. That why are you coming at me? Because we've had history in the past. Beef.
She told me that she tried to come at you and you ran away from her the way Celie ran away from Mr. in The Color Purple.
Girl, bye. The only thing I'm running to is the motherfucking money. Okay. And I just seen her New Year's Eve in Magic City, which I can show you on my phone. Who's running, sweetie? She's probably talking about the first encounter when back in the day she had got a spare key made to Scrap's house, and my best friend, which wifey baby can attest to this, she was in there. His homeboy was in there. I was in there. We were just chilling in his room, just chilling. And she came into the room and went to swing on him. I ain't run from nobody, nowhere. And I literally just saw you. So she's a lot of talk. And I was shocked because the interview that you're talking about was brought to my attention from my family and friends too. That was done in May. Girl, why are you talking about me? I'm confused. I'm confused. And I be trying to keep it cool because I love, her daughter. That was my baby before my baby. I have love and respect for her. Even throughout the breakup, I would check on her and keep in contact with her. And I'm just proud of the young lady that she's become. But at the same time, I'm a mom and I have a brand that I have to protect as well. I can't not stand up for myself because the love that I do, that I have for her. And I understand that.
And child, no shade, Diamond. Girl, the way you going for her mama, Imani don't play about her mama. So expect for her to because people are going to send her this interview about you talking about her mama. And the same way she dragged Bambi for coming at her mama, she's going to come for you the same way. So that's your baby and everything. Girl, that goes out the window, okay? That baby is going to scalp you. Girl, ain't nobody scared no motherfucking Imani, girl. Please.
That, she's of age to where, you're in college, kids see things on social media and so forth, and you're kind of brought into that, So that's another reason why I tried for so long not to really speak on it and just take the high road. That's why I was shocked, because in passing, I've seen Erica out before, this whatever, and it was like a what's up, hey, bye situation. There was no beef. There's no reason for us to beef. That was when I was a teenager. And then you've always been number two. You was never the main chick. You was always number two. I got the ring first. And
you were always number two, bitch. You was always number two. Girl. Diamond, you better go off, sweetie. Diamond, read her. Read her. Because I'm tired of the team Erica Dixon. Oh, Erica Dixon is so pretty. She got her man back. Scrappy really wanted Erica Dixon. She's way prettier than the band. Way prettier than Diamond. She's this, she's that. She got cheekbones for days. Yada, yada, yada. Girl. Erica's head is so pumped up by the fans. It's ridiculous. Erica Dixon is one of the most stupidest baby mothers on the planet. No shade. Erica is more stupid and delusional and dumber than Bambi and Diamond put together. If there's a person that is more stupider and more idiotic and more slow, everything, like, girl, you really have no clue. Like, Erica really thinks she's winning in this and that she's really serving the girls what it needs to be served. And she's really spilling shit. Like, she's really making a mess of things. And she's looking crazy. She's looking crazy. She's looking deranged. She's looking a total buffoon. She looks a clown mess. She's just an idiot. Because the only one that looks crazy in all of this is you. Because this is the guy that called the police on you. Okay? This is the guy that read you and cleared you multiple times along with his mama. Like, what? This is the one that cheated on you with not only Bucky, but Bambi too. Like, what? And because it's not going well for Bambi and Scrap and they're getting divorced, that's your chance to slide your ass in there and reap the benefits or get some dick. Make that make sense, honey bun? Honey bun with 2 sticks to my bun? You're stupid. Slow. Delusional. You don't know which way's up, which way's left, which way is right, down, up, side, all of it, bitch. You just a. Let's keep it going.
Even with your new situation, why are you so invested in your first baby daddy? You should be trying to figure out what's going on with your second baby daddy. Or why you had these kids knowing that he was in a relationship with a whole other woman. So don't come fuck with me, because you know I'm going to tell her how T.I. is.
Girl, not you spilling tea on Erica Dixon having babies by another married man. Wow. Erica Dixon, while everybody is team Erica Dixon, Erica Dixon had twins by another married man. A married man. That's some tea for your ass. Keep going. Spill that tea, Diamond.
Yes. This ain't the same Brittany Diamond from 11 years ago. So if you try to come for me when I ain't sent for you, I'm going to send you right the fuck back on to where the fuck you at. Keep it cute and tell the truth at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the one order two. You know, I don't bother nobody. So that's another reason why I wanted to have this conversation with you, because I was shocked when it was brought to my attention. I'm like, what happened? Why are you lying? Why are you talking about me? I'm confused. But again, I understand, you know, and you know, Scrap said that he wanted to bring her on board, you know.
So is that why? And I also found it crazy that, is that why she don't show her baby father? Because it's like, we don't see who gave you, who blessed you with those twins. We don't see that man anywhere. And you know what's so crazy? I feel like we all thought that this man is private. He don't really do social media. But now we putting 2 and 2 together and realize, oh, he's married. That's why he don't really do the family portraits. He's not in no family portraits, nothing. Do he even provide for your children? Do he? I bet he knows he has kids out there but don't care because guess what? He's married. He never had them. He never cheated. Wow, Erica, the mighty have fallen. And this is a whole nother person. This is not even Scrap. This is a person who is... Oh, now you're in the game of stealing husbands. Or getting pregnant by husbands. Okay, Erica. Do your big one. You thinking you winning some shit and you ain't winning shit. You look as bad as ever.
On the show, we helping getting some coins in her pocket. That's fine.
Literally, the only person that really looks bad in this situation is Erica. Erica thinks she could get away with her good looks, her cheekbones, and everything, and people like really go off for Erica. But girl, Erica ain't shit. Erica is just as dumb as Bambi and Diamond, if not dumber.
That's your baby mom. I didn't have a problem. I still don't have a problem. But I can't be controlled. I pay my own bills. I don't need you. Any guy that I date, I want you, but I don't need you. So I can't be controlled by that narrative. She needs this narrative to get back on television. I literally came onto the show to defend myself because it was portrayed like I was a homewrecker through his marriage, which I was not. Apparently the marriage was already broken. A. B, I realized years ago me not speaking up for myself hurt me more than me just going live a couple months ago on my rant. It helped me more than me not saying anything at all. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come on this show, to have your back as a friend, but also to clear the air for my name and my brand because we're not gonna run with this. I let that be done to me 11 years ago, and I had to go through so much to clear my name and fix my brand from being talked about to say X, Y, and Z. It's a new day now. I worked too hard to get where I am before I let anybody try to tarnish what I built or to try to attach themselves to what I built. If you want to attach yourself, then we just gonna tell the truth. Because I'm confused. Make it make sense.
Okay. I have a lot to ask you now. Do you feel like you're responsible for Erica eating off of Love and Hip Hop right now?
But you know that they wanted me first and I turned it down. Ask yourself that question.
Why am I in it?
What I said to you, she's always been what?
But no shade, Diamond, no shade. The fact that you turned it down. So the fact that you turned it down is sickening. But I want you to also realize if you turned it down, Scrappy and Erica should have never got hired. They should have got hired whenever you were ready to come on. Just like how they waited for Trina to sign on for Miami. And, Diamond, no shade. You're not the end all be all. I know you're really talking your shit, but that's kind of breeds false to me because if it was you, they came first. They didn't really. They would have loved for you to be a part of the season, but no one monkey stops no show. Okay, a monkey can't stop not one monkey can't stop no show. So they have to move forward, and they still can have a show with Scrappy and Erica, and they'll just drag you, but they would love for you to be a part of the season so we can get your side. But like you said that, you couldn't and everything. You've been dragged because, child, that first season, Mama D dragged you. Mama D dragged you. Erica dragged you. Scrappy dragged you. It's like, girl, it was dragation. I'm surprised you have any baby hairs left or any scalp left, child.
Second choice. So at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm just confused. I'm confused. Because when them cameras go up, people act a whole nother kind of way. I'm confused. Like, Mama D, I love Mama D. Mama D, she has evolved to be such a nurturing, everybody's mom type situation. I'm so...
Child, Mama D has not evolved. The way she's still coming at Bambi is the same way she came at Diamond and she came at Erica. Bambi is only reaping what Mama D put y'all through. It's only reaping what Mama D put y'all through, because Mama D put you in the ringer, Diamond, and put Erica through the ringer. It's like a circle of life. She dragged you, she dragged Erica, and now the wife, and now y'all no longer married. She's dragging Bambi because she loved you, and when you broke up with her son and did her son like that, she dragged the fuck out of you. Erica. She didn't like Erica. They had crazy words with each other. They went back and forth heavy like they're doing now. Like Mama D and Bambi is doing now. They went back and forth crazy. And then it took for Erica to get her own situation for them to get back together and be on one accord. Now, Bambi was a great mom, and Mama D was very complimentary. No, I don't think that's a word. I would just say that Mama D complimented the fuck out of Bambi's parenting, mother, and as a person. And now guess what? She will read Bambi every single time. Even if it's a book, she literally just dragged her probably yesterday about having some book called Unbothered. She also dragged Bambi because she had Nicki Minaj lyrics. I don't know what song she had in her on her post, but I feel like Mama D don't be on social media, so she don't even know. Of course, that's not Bambi's voice when she's rapping, because the music on her post actually shows up at the header of the profile, and you see it right there that it's about JT, and she's like literally confusing, and she's literally confused that she thinks the music that is playing on her post is actually and she thinks that Bambi is lying about rapping the lyrics of JT and Carisha's music, and it's like, girl, we all see that it's actually JT, and she put the music in her post. Like, it was just ridiculous. Like, Mama D is a trip, child, but we gotta pay her. She's not well in the head.
So proud of her growth, and she apologized to me about the things that were done in the past. I apologized to her about the things that were done in the past, and she literally has been, as she said, a grandma to my son, and they have their relationship. I go over some Sundays and eat, my son. She got him gifts and she catered for his birthday party when my father passed away. It's been a week now. It was last Friday this time. She cooked for the repast. So I think that was kind of like another thing that affected me. It was like his family and friends were affected by the breakup. My family and friends were affected by the breakup. A lot of my people were still friends with him, still cool with him. But I kind of just cut off all communication, So I'm thankful that now I have that relationship. But at the same time, I know that's still your son, and you still have to ride for your son. And I understand, because I'm a mom. That's why, we had that conversation. I understood whether I agree with it or not, the way you move, because my son is 7, but you can't tell me when he turned 37 that I'm gonna stop defending him. I'm gonna ride for him, right, wrong, good, bad, ugly. I'm gonna tell him about himself, but I'm still gonna be there for him. So that's what I think kind of matured me in my area to really understand her more as a mom.
Does it get physical between you and Erica this season on Love and Hip Hop? No.
She all bark, no bite.
She said that one of the main reasons she wanted to get on Love and Hip Hop was to confront you and to, handle some business.
Handle what?
That was when she was first approached to be on Love and Hip Hop season 1, and she knew you were in the mix. She was sitting on ready.
You see me, the times that he's lied to the both of us back in the day, girl, I done came up and popped up at your house several times. A bitch pull up to my house, she gonna leave on the stretcher. I'm just letting you know. So Where's all this coming from? Again, we know you have no motion. You need some camera time. The shop is still under renovation. You just had 2 beautiful babies. I'm still trying to figure out why you're so invested in your first baby daddy. You should be trying to figure out what's going on with your second baby daddy.
What is going on with the second baby daddy?
Why you can never post him on your page.
Why is that?
As I said, she's always been number 2. She's good at being a baby mom. She's good at being a baby mom. Like, at this point, the gloves is off because I'm not going to keep letting y'all play with me.
Is the man married?
He's in a relationship.
Was he in a relationship when they were?
Yeah. And she ain't leaving him. She's still with her man.
Ooh. So they not even married. And the nigga is still not leaving his baby mama. Erica. This gets worse and worse for you. Let's keep it going.
And I'm going to stick beside him.
Who's still with the man?
The girl that's with her second baby father is his name.
So I'm gonna see that this season?
You gonna see what?
Erica's baby daddy and all that drama going on, child.
No, she's invested in her first baby daddy. That's how I know that you need motion. So when we got into it with each other, I'm like, why are you over here? Me and Mama D was having a conversation. I'm like, oh, you need some motion. You could have told me this ahead of time before we came in here. We could have came up with a fake argument, a little plan, we could have came up. I'm a team player now.
You offering charity?
I'm just saying.
Okay, you're a philanthropist? Oh, okay. You got a 501c3?
I do, nonprofit,
okay.
I do.
Not a foundation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, writing checks?
Mm-hmm.
Get that tax write-off?
Yep.
Okay. So you...
I'm just saying, though.
I
don't mess with nobody, Carlos.
Listen, I will say this about you, and I'm being very honest. I've known you for over a decade. You are very sweet, and you do keep to yourself. I don't know too many people that would turn down an opportunity to get on a hit reality show, possibly making so much money off of the music and the appearances. I would never forget, you said to me, Carlos, I will go to jail. I have a lot to lose. These people do not. I can't do this show. I get it. I love you. You kept saying, I like you a lot, Carlos. Let's stay in touch.
Yep.
You said, but I got too much to lose. Because you don't realize this is real life.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment they come at me, you're going to have to take me to jail, bail me out.
That's why they had to have 3 security to stand in front of me. And she only had like 1.
So when you're seeing these videos of Scrap and Erica on vacation, hanging out, bumping and grinding on the beach.
After me and him went on vacation? I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I forgot.
Okay. What I tell you? Always number 2. I've already done this, baby. Everything you're doing, I've already done. And the only reason why you're able to do that is because I removed myself from the situation. I pulled back from the situation. And my turning point for me was when my father started to get sick.
Erica, if I was you, I'd find Diamond right now and scalp her ass. No shade, Erica. If you watching this, no shade. If I was you, I would find Diamond and snatch her real quick. Because Diamond got the game fucked up. The way Diamond is dragging you in this interview, baby, you have to come on. It's your time. Your time is now, child. Erica. The time is now. Respawn, bitch. The way Diamond is dragging you. Bitch, you better pull out the motherfucking encyclopedia on that bitch and knock her whole head off with that shit. Girl, you have to come to this motherfucking interview and ready to dissect the fuck out of her. You have to scalp her. Take all her baby hairs. Take all her edges. Like, I want her edges to know, like, she can, like, it would get so bad she will not be able to grow any edges back. That's how bad you need to scalp her, Erica. Because Diamond is talking real spicy, like, for a person that had to have 3 securities in front of her. No shit. Get scary.
Sicker and sicker and sicker. And the amount of energy, the love and support, and a number of other things I'm not going to say because I'm not here to bash him. Bash nobody, really. I'm just speaking facts. I had to reserve my energy and put that energy into myself and my father. And then it became an issue like, why you ain't calling me? You ain't checking on me and this and that. And it's like, I'm the one that's going through something right now. I need all the love and support. Like, I'm sorry that I can't be there for you to the aspect that I've been there for you as a great friend this last year. But
Scrappy ain't a fuck thing. The fact that he cared more about her texting him and reaching out to him when she was going through losing her father, like, are you, like, ugh. Scrappy is like, ugh. Anybody that finds that attractive, like, he's an attractive man, but him as a person, him as, like, his morality, his just, ugh. Then he's getting online trying to fucking root for Papoose and, like, girl, get the fuck out of here, little Scrappy. Like, get out of my face. Shut up. Log off.
now it's my turn. I need that, you know? And it kind of reminded me of the old things. You know, it's like, okay, now it's about you. It's not about us as a team, us being great friends and being there for each other. And he had been there and done some great things for me, for my father, through the whole him being on life support and the passing situation. But it wasn't as consistent as I would have been if, God forbid, something happened to one of his family members, his mother, his father, God forbid. And even as consistent that I had been there for him through his divorce when he was at his lowest point. But you know who did miss a beat? You know who did miss a beat?
Who?
Mama D.
That's beautiful to hear.
She did not miss a beat. And his aunt as well. They didn't miss a beat. She like, because the hospital was like 10 minutes from Mama D's house. She was like, you want to come over here and take a bath? You've been in that hospital? Because I went like 10 days without bathing. I was so depressed and I didn't want to leave him. She's like, come over here and get a plate. I can come up there. I can sit with you.
Of course she did, Diamond. Of course she did, Diamond. Of course she did. Of course she was there. She had one objective: to make Bambi's life hell. Why not help the girlfriend, his first girlfriend, and her father? Let me care more about the girlfriend of Scrappy, first girlfriend, first love. Let me care about her first than his current ex-wife turned ex-wife and her 3 kids. Okay? Diamond is no one to you. Diamond don't have your grandchildren. Okay? Diamond is nothing to you. She don't have your grandkids. She don't have shit to show or to pass down to your fucking filthy ass bloodline. But guess who does? Erica and Bambi. And you treated them both like dog shit. And the fact that you're still treating Bambi the way you're doing right now is disgusting. The fact that Diamond is in this interview giving flowers and kudos and brownie points to Mama D when you know she dragged you. She dragged Erica. She dragged Bambi. And the thing is, after she drags and really keep her foot on your neck, there will be some lifter time, and then she'll do something nice. It's very bipolar. It's very up and down. It's very hot and cold. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's so gross. Like, Mama D is gross.
Praying with you in this, you know, throughout, like, so I didn't really have time to respond and do what I'm doing now, like you said, about all the things that have been going on online, because my focus was my father. And it's still very fresh. I haven't, because I've been having to work, I still haven't really mourned, which is scary because I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. You are a little shade assassin. I know you got it in you, Diamond girl. It takes a lot for me.
Yes, girl, you better pull that wig up because it's sliding back, child. But you doing all right. I ain't know you was like, you know, you're a shade assassin either, girl. But, you know, the Atlanta girls is different, child. But, you know, you did your big one, Miss Diamond. Do your thing, girl.
Too gay. The thing, I'm gonna tell you what's funny.
With her friends that was going on in Hawaii, he just flew out there to kind of like be a part of that.
To make you jealous, you think?
Of course.
He's in love with you. You know that, right? Mama D knows.
I mean, that was my turning point. I know that he loves me, and like I told you before, I love him as well. But I feel like me going through that with my father and you wanting to continue with this narrative, that meant more to you than you being there for me for my father. And that was all I need to see. That was what just made me be like, I'm done with it. I'll speak when I see you. And we're cool because he just texted me the other day and said, can he pick up Princeton to take him and his son to go to a wrestling match? And, I'm like, we're not messing with each other on that level, but I know that you love my son. He's done things, more things financially for my son than his own father. His father had a stroke when he was 1 year old. And that's another traumatizing thing. I had to literally bathe him, wipe him. His speech is not all the way back to where it was. But he's sharp. He still have his shit about him. I love my baby dad to death, but he'll be in his feelings if he see me kind of outdating or doing this, that, and the third, and then don't want to do what he's supposed to do, try to get back at me or because he's mad at me type situation. So I am thankful for the things that Scrap had.
And child, it don't make it no better that you're still dealing with Scrappy, even though you're mad at him. Like you said, he texted you yesterday just to take your son to wrestle along with his son, child. Y'all are still in cahoots. And girl, no shade. And let's also talk about the fact that, let's also talk about this. Girl, let's also talk about it. Let me go to my Instagram. Let's go to my Instagram, child. Because Scrappy was talking big shit, girl. Let's get to Scrappy. Oops, no, my bad. Give me 1 second. Was it, let's go. Okay. So, girl, this is what he said, child. So, somebody mad because Scrap don't want to be with them. Are you sure, Scrappy? Because look what Diamond wrote. He mad, I don't want him. Here comes my receipts. You should have just minded your business, Scrappy. You should have just let her say what she had to say, get it off her chest. She ain't do that when you was talking. Niggas always gotta put their feet in their mouth. Shut up. Log off. Now Diamond's about to really raise the pressure on your dumb ass. Should have kept your mouth closed, ho. Should have kept your mouth closed. All right, let's go back to it, y'all.
Has done for my kid and loved him like I've loved his kid as well. And Mama D and the aunt and so forth. So it's no beef, it's no beef at all.
Do you have a relationship with Bambi?
That's funny. That's a whole nother conversation. I don't. But one thing I will say that's funny, when me and Soulja Boy stepped out that day, when Freddie-O took pictures of us at the car show, I remember Freddie-O asking me, are you doing this because of Bambi? And at the time, I'm like, Bambi. I didn't know this was the same Bambi because my girlfriend, Cougar, which is here as well, me and her met in 2019, and she worked for Don Diva magazine and had a casting agency. At that time, Bambi reached out to her to come move to Atlanta and be in some of her music videos. When I broke up with Scrap back in the day, I stopped talking to everybody that wanted to still be cool with him and me. It was like, you got to pick a side, in my feelings, family, whatever the case. And I feel bad from her. We didn't fall out. We just more so like, okay, she wanted to be neutral and just like, I'm not in it. I just want to be cool with both y'all. And I'm like, no, you got to pick a side. I just feel bad, And I moved to California, and she casted a music video for Scrap and had Bambi to be on a music video. And I think that's when they took it serious. But I do remember the second. Okay, I met her one time because she had made these earrings, and she was begging my friend Cougar, was like, I want to meet her, I want to sell her these earrings, and I got her as my ringtone. I want to meet her, whatever. But I never could really hang out. I think it was really, really quick. But
Child, not Bambi was a fan. That's what she's basically saying, that Bambi was a fan of hers. So the fact that both could be true. She could definitely be a fan, but also super duper upset that you and her husband then were messing around together while her husband and her was trying to work out whatever they needed to work out. I mean, honestly.
Never could hang out because I was always with him. But when I went back home, which people don't know, the whole Soldier Boy situation, we were trying to figure it out. I went home for about 60 days, maybe 3 months. Cap One had a party, and he was like, let's go to Cap One party, 2 Chainz friend. He was like, I want to show him some love. That was the first time I really like saw her in person, because he actually introduced me to her and was like, this my homegirl, Bambi, whatever. Not even thinking then, it's the same Bambi Freddie was asking me about. So this whole home wrecker and all this other narrative that she went around with, girl, when we were together and we was in the same house and we were trying to figure it out, apparently you was in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have no sympathy for you. I mean, I don't wish bad on anybody as far as like, going through a divorce, because they say that's like damn near like losing a loved one, like dealing with a death. But, it's not like I'm finna be friends with you, because I didn't forget, and
Is it true that when you and Scrappy were living together, that Bambi went into the house and she was one of the women that he was cheating on you with?
but I guess he don't call it that, because he say that's when we were on our break situation. But yeah, it was my house. And Erica came over there as well.
Erica and Bambi came over your house to sleep with Scrappy?
I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, but I know they definitely came to the house.
Okay. During the first half of Love and Hip Hop, when Bambi and Scrappy were moving out the house and they were talking about the reason why they're divorcing, Bambi made a comment alleging that she went through his phone and saw him texting you and messages with you. Were you coloring in your coloring book with Scrappy and his crayon, coloring in the lines while he was married to Bambi?
No, but we were texting each other, and it probably wasn't appropriate. But the times that he would have asked me to come to his room, it wasn't like we were just there alone. Again, a lot of his friends are my friends. So it could have been a party vibing situation.
Girl, I don't believe that shit. Diamond, girl, you were definitely cheating with that man. With that married man. Knowing that he was married. Okay, so stop. You probably wanted to get your lick back at Bambi because she was one of the women who were cheating with Scrappy while you and him were in a relationship and slept in your bed together. Girl, okay. Girl, stop it. You're trying to... Girl. Are we going to be honest or we're not? You make your choice. Like, be honest. I don't believe that. I think you definitely was in that man's room fucking and sucking, or coloring the lines, as you so eloquently put it. Girl, you was definitely doing something with that man. Okay, y'all wasn't playing spades, I know that. Y'all was probably drinking, getting high, and fucking. Girl, what? Girl, please get out of my face with that shit. Diamond, you lying ass. You just give me liar.
And we had not been apart from each other. We had been apart from each other for 11 years. And we were friends. We were childhood friends first. That's a lot of ground to cover. Like, he's sharing pictures of his kids. I'm sharing pictures of my son. Like, oh, you remember this happened? Well, what was you at when this person died? And you know what I'm saying? It was just more so that it was like, it was always op, and he was my op. I wasn't trying to speak to him. So when he kept telling people he wanted to talk to me, I'm like, what do you want to talk about, sir? But it was just more so for closure. Like, look, we getting this money together. We cool with each other. I don't have no issue with you. Hopefully you don't have no issue with me. Like, I just want to be cool type situation. And then from there, it just turned into something fun, just free. Like, we cracking jokes up at each other. It ain't awkward because it's like we would be in a room and people like, well, we know they ain't speaking to each other. Well, let's do it. It was like we made other people, whether it be Trillville or my other group members or whoever else on the tour, have to do more work. And everybody's happy, reuniting, we get money, we connecting with fans. It's like, what's the real issue here? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I ain't tripping. I really, I can't. That shit happened so long ago.
And it's dominating the industry. So can we expect new music? Is Crime Mob gonna have a reunion? You got perfume, cologne, like everything. So tell me what's
to come in and kind of like that's men. And I talked about Cougar. It's called Daddy's Girl. Too, and just to try to keep his leg.
All right, that's it. That's it, y'all. That's it for this. Child, let's keep it the fuck moving, girl. So anyway, all in all, I feel like she read, first of all, some of the takeaways. She read Erica for filth. She read Erica for filth, okay? She read Erica for filth. Okay, she read Erica for filth. Loved it. Loved every moment because everybody in the general public think that Erica is T. She's that girl. Like Scrappy was so much happier with Erica. Girl, why would you ever want a woman that was disrespected to the 10th power like Mama D and Scrappy have towards Erica? Like, why would you want her to go back to somebody like that? I'm confused, but whatever. Oh, sorry. Give me 1 second. But anyway, she read Erica. What else? I think she's lying on some parts, like she didn't mess with Scrappy when Scrappy was clearly married. I don't believe you, darling. I don't believe you. I was really shocked to hear about the beef between her and Princess. I didn't know that it was Princess that felt insecure about her position and she needed to, strum up some unnecessary tension with the Diamond, and Diamond had to combat that. Was like, you know what, you doing you doing you, bitch, I'ma do me. And that's just what it was. Live for that. It's crazy, and it's kind of crazy knowing that, one is light, one is dark, and the whole. I love the way she put the correlation, like the friction between is like the darker skin girl versus the lighter skin girl, and it's crazy. They always do that. It's crazy. Everything she said about Scrap. Live. You told no lies. All right. All in all, I think this interview was definitely amazing. I felt like this interview was amazing. First of all, it really came out of nowhere. I didn't know that he was talking to Diamond of all people. Hopefully the next person is Erica. Then came Michelle, if you want to. I don't know. But girl, do your big one. Carlos King, do your big one. But honestly, y'all, as I'm wrapping up, please give me your opinions on everything that we discussed, that you saw in the interview. What were your funny moments? What were the moments that you took away from this interview? What cons, what pros? Put it down in the comment section below, and I would love to hear your thoughts, okay? Also, like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. Click that notification bell to be notified whenever I go live. And also, you can support this channel by way of Cash App, Super Chat, Super Thanks, and Super Stickers. All is appreciated, and thank you, and genuinely thank you. And also, follow me on all of my social medias down in the description below. I will see y'all in another video. Later, guys. Bye.